This is the Long War. I'm Rob Bear, and joining me tonight is my normal partner in crime, Kenny Boucher.
Yo, Doug.
And we have a special guest tonight, our very first special guest, filling in for Juice this evening, Timothy Kudo, the Iron Father.
How's it going, guys? I may look a little like Juice, but don't get it twisted. I am my own.
Well, you both have goatees, and you're both very, very attractive looking, from what I can tell.
The charisma.
No doubt. So, we got so much to talk about tonight. Obviously, the Space Marine Codex came out. We were on the tip of the spear last Wednesday with all of the data sheets and things, and all the stuff that had broken by Wednesday of last week. Now, this week we have the luxury of actually having the book in hand, but of course that hasn't really done too much with a lot of the questions about formations and different special rules out there. You know what I mean? So we're gonna hit on definitely some of that tonight. Talk about some of the Dark Angel stuff that was dropped, that was leaked today. There's actually Tabletop Market Watch actually has some new stuff in there about there's a new X-Wing ship that's coming out. So we'll hit on that briefly because I feel like we are going to cover a lot on the Space Marines tonight.
Yo, for realsies. Yo, I want to apologize. We're in the Beats Laboratory in Durham. Let me paint the picture for you today. They said, hey, it's only going to be 100 today, guys.
No big deal.
So that's a bad day when they're like, don't worry, it's only going to be 100 today. Let me tell you, the Beats Laboratory, hold on a second. Let me see if I can you guys, oh man, I'm going to show you this. That's 81 degrees in the Beats Laboratory.
So needless to say, the AC doesn't work here. And one of us is hairier than the other.
Oh my God. I actually turned it off because it doesn't even fucking work anymore. I was so mad.
I'm so hot.
When I got on my car this morning at 9, it was 92 degrees.
Oh my
thermostat.
God.
I didn't want any part of being outside after I saw that.
Yo, I don't know where Tim is right now, but I want to be there. You look super comfortable. I want some of that.
It's this nice chair, man. It's this nice chair. It makes all the difference.
It's all about the back. You got to lift with your spine.
Yeah.
Motion.
So, we've been in the Beats Laboratory filming battle reports all week.
And we still got, 2 more days? At
least another full day because we are moving from the Beats Laboratory to Destination Unknown.
Yeah, it's a sad time. So basically we're trying to bank enough content to get us to the point where we will be in our new location.
Yeah, our new location, wherever that may be.
Whatever state it may be in.
But whatever state it may be in. But additionally, we got essentially all the season 1 content almost done. Yep. Season 2 of the Long War is going to be epic.
Oh yeah,
and I hate that word.
Too much hype overused.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt.
It's literally as bad as saying literally constantly.
Well, figuratively.
If you use it correctly, I guess.
I figuratively.
But I literally mean literally epic.
No doubt. Oh my God. Oh, so let's get into some Space Marine tech. So we were talking about the Skyhammer Annihilation Force. Tim, what do you think about that?
All right. So I think the obvious is that the power is there. When you're looking for a formation that does something, right, you look for a level of power you wish you could get with the Skyhammer one. Because that is so strong. Name another unit that Deep Strikes turn 1 on assaults. And then it negates. And then also negates Overwatch.
There's not very many. Our friend McCoy said to me today, he said, this formation defines 7th edition.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. No, yeah. I think it definitely does. He also hit us up with this little tidbit. No, I think it was in some of the comments on the North Carolina Facebook community, 40K community.
Some shit got real today on the.
It got so real. I dropped multiple cat memes.
Multiple cat memes were utilized.
I was just like, yo, toy soldiers, seriously.
So I just want everyone to know, full disclaimer, Spiky Bits, the Long War Next Level Painting, we are a joint entity. Anything we say online is typically from an objective standpoint.
Definitely try.
Whatever we're reporting on was without bias, unless I specifically say I'm using bias. So, I mean, absolutely no need to get crazy. We will get to the bottom of this. And in the meantime, enjoy Warhammer 40K.
Yeah, no doubt. So, check this out. So, here's the thing. Special character rules over on page 166, main rulebook, BRB, or little RB.
Little RB.
Little RB.
Little RB. That's
LRB.
Robbie B. Little RB.
I feel like I'm kind of a big dude. I mean, you look bigger than me, but that's okay. So here's a rule I'm going to drop on you guys, and then we'll kind of kick it around and see how you feel on it. When an independent character joins the unit, it might have different special rules from those of the unit, unless specified in the rule itself, such as in the subject special rule. The unit's special rules are not conferred upon the independent character. And the independent character's special rules are not conferred upon the unit. Special rules that are conferred to the unit apply as long as the independent character is with them. So I guess that's like basically if something happens to trigger a special rule while they're all joined, I think is that last sentence. Now, the sentence I want to talk about here is the unit special rules are not conferred upon the independent character. Now, we took a look at that Skyhammer formation, and it turns out that all of those abilities to deep strike in on turn 1 and assault and get relentless are special rules according to formation.
It's pretty definitive. It's hard to keep going on the subject of I want Dante in my squad or this or that.
I want Dante in my squad. I want to assault turn 1.
Yeah, as much as we all want Drago or Dante or Lysander to come in and just handle business on whatever you want to send it into.
I mean, dog, for reals. Like, I'm gonna charge you with 10 assault marines. And McCoy also brought up a lot of good things today about we had a great couple games today, and he was like, how come no one's talking about the fact that assault marines gonna have like 2 eviscerators in the squad? Or, that with this, like they can get the job done. You can come and charge somebody. And then when somebody countercharges you, pop your doctrine to reroll attacks in close combat. He's like, it's a good unit. Don't need to get crazy. I mean, additionally, like I want to talk about rules in Warhammer 40K. I mean, Tim was here for a big rules discussion, and we were talking about it today. And like, I want to really talk about like what permission means. Like we were talking about essentially, and Rob always said to me this. I was like, it's a permissive rule set. He's like, where does it say that? I was like, good call. It literally doesn't say that. It literally.
I can't write about something that I can't reference.
So. Basically,
I feel you on what you're saying.
100% of rules discussions online are typically distilled down to this. It doesn't say I can't do it.
The typical North American way of thinking of rules.
Absolutely. And so the situation here is in a permissive rule set, permission has to be given. So when it says, in this exact situation, permission is simply not given. Before you even read that, people were simply go up and into the circumstances of it doesn't say I can't. It's like, word, that's not how it works.
That's very American.
It's literally
very
not how
American
it
of
works.
us, I feel like.
And that actually lets us segue into the next topic of controversies, the Librarius Conclave.
But before we do that, let's run down. We got a lot of people in here popping off questions. Let's do a quick. I'm gonna pretend I'm gonna fill Juicy's shoes tonight.
Let's do it.
I'm Stephen Ford.
So you have to pretend not to read well.
All right, I can do that. I can barely see the screen. I'm blinded. There's a lot going on.
You coming hot? I'll maintain eye contact with the viewers.
The eyebrow's a nice touch. I like that.
Ash Hill, what's up, man? Kenny, you were clutching that Loyalist Scum Codex pretty hard a minute ago.
I just want you to know there are no good guys in the 41st millennium.
There really aren't.
No, there isn't.
There really aren't.
Stoner Steve, what's up, dog? It turns out we actually know 2 Zachs from Alberta, Canada.
Yeah, I want to shout out our buddy Zach up in Alberta, man.
Zach Wolford.
Speedy recovery to you, brother.
Yeah, no doubt, for real. What's up, Stoner Steve? Can't wait to see that new Dark Angels Codex for sure. Ash Hill is
I'm
here.
so excited.
All right, things just moved. Angela, what's up? Famous Amos, what's good? We got Branton Yates, Gavin Leaf. What's up, guys? Everything is moving and there is no mouse.
Robbie is not used to using a mouse.
I have to have a mouse.
This is the road. This is the road rules version.
I want to go fast. Clay Cruz, what's up, dog? What do we got here? So Ash Hill says it was 104 in Atlanta this afternoon. Good thing we're not.
I'm glad it's a competition all of a sudden, Ash. calling me out on Love and Space Marines, and now having to get in a competition about whose house is hotter.
Clay Cruz says it's 73 in the mountains. He only lives on the other side of the state.
Clay, I'm moving in with you.
Seriously, gotta go.
I'm too fat for this heat.
I'm leaving right now, like for real. How hot is it in your house, Tim?
It's actually not that bad because my AC works. So
oh my God,
I'm at a comfortable 68-ish.
Oh, Dude, he said he was at 60.
I just want you to notice that it's gone up to 82 since we.
Yeah.
That's just because you're coming in hot.
Oh yes, perfect. Perfect.
Oh my God. Oh,
Like, catchphrase for everything.
Justin Troop, J Troop's here too. What's up, dog? Miss you, man. Miss you. It's funny how we live in the same state, but we never hang out. That's okay though. It's probably my fault. It's not you, it's me, dog. It's not you, it's me. So, all right, let's talk about the Librarius Conclave. Now, that's obviously a good one, and you know we all got into it.
It's the ultimate, really like example of like permission is like what I love about it. So, if I can, it says the wording everyone's looking for is basically you can do this really crazy shit with this one psyker, and if you choose to do that, the rest of the psykers in the squad cannot manifest powers until the end of the phase.
I'm not sure it's worded quite like that.
Something along those lines.
Give me this loyalist Space Marine Codex.
So so the way we read it, absolutely. I mean, like the way we initially read it.
Oh yeah,
was absolutely
not the way it's worded.
They can't cast until the end of the phase. Got it. So that means this one librarian becomes the focus of all the powers, and then he manifests, and then these guys can cast second.
Yo, so I'll kick this one over to Tim. Tim, what do you think about the phasing? Like, if you read the rule book entry about phasing, what do you think?
Yeah. So we again, you guys mentioned this before. We talked at length about this Librarius Conclave over the weekend, and at first, my initial impression was, you know, they can't cast that phase. To me, it seemed like the intent, which is obviously not something we use for a lot of rules, right? Is the intent. That's how they're written. Is that the one psyker would channel everything and he would go off, and he's got all these special cool rules.
And you made a lot of great points that swayed me because I was hard to paint like end of the phase. I was shooting out all these examples, but then you started reading the fluff and you're like, yo, they all combine their might and channel as one. I was like, that's pretty compelling.
But the thing that gets me is that we have some pretty good language here, and oftentimes with these rule conundrum, right? You read them, you have to balance the rules as written with the intent, and we have a lot of assumptions we have to make. But
and that's responsible for Warhammer 40K in 7th edition. That, like, back in the day, we only cared about rules as written. Well, this game is a lot more complex than that, and I agree. Yeah. You got to look at both.
Yeah. So like the language that I focus on here that I kind of think that they can cast after everything else is done, because it says here under the Librarius Conclave specifically until the end of the phase, right?
Yes.
And there's a section in the rule book. Yep. In the BRB, you have on page 17 what defines the start and the end of the phase. So let's look at this. So during your game, you may encounter rules that say that an action or event happens at the start of a particular phase, such as at the start of your movement phase or at the start of your shooting phase. These are always resolved before anything else during that phase. Likewise, any rule that says an action or event happens at the end of a particular phase is always resolved after all other actions have been performed during that phase. Now, specifically, it says resolved, as in you are taking some sort of action, which would be, in this case, at the end of the phase, the subsequent librarians after the one that you nominate to have the special abilities.
I could see where you're going with that. Now, Kenny brought up
that is so clear. Like, that is such a clear wording.
Right.
Now, my whole part of it is like I always like to go as conservative as I can until I'm proven otherwise, because I can't live with having like a win under my belt essentially when in a fake rule set, right?
Sure.
So permission, we use Skyfire, we use Vector Strike as our primary examples, right? Mm-hmm. These are actions that happen at the end of the phase, right? Like that totally supports that wording. You know, Skyfire is like you make a shooting attack at the end of the phase, right? You at the end of the phase, you make this type of attack. They're literally giving you precise permission to do these actions. This is kind of weird. This is kind of the absence of denial. This is cannot manifest until the end of the phase. Not they manifest at the end of the phase. This is the absence of telling you no, not the permission of telling you yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so that is where it gets, because there are rules that say make a shooting action at the end of the phase. This doesn't say that. This does not say cast second powers in the phase. It says you cannot cast until the end of the phase. So
very different wording, and it's curious.
Such a fine line, and it is, like I said, permission has to be given. But I can see this going either way until Tim read all that fluff to me about how they combine their might. So ultimately, I'm going to play it as conservatively as possible until I get an FAQ, and it cracks me up that GW, like, why would they word it that way? Like, either way, why couldn't you just say the librarians in this squad cannot do anything for the rest of the turn.
Well, okay.
Why wouldn't you just say, or why wouldn't you just say, and now they go and cast their powers? Like they had to go with this crazy off the wall wording that is so hard to interpret.
Now, I'll play devil's advocate for a second, just because it's what I like to do. What if there's different people? Because we don't even see who writes these things anymore. Everything is designed by the Games Workshop studio. We don't know, because Matt Ward, I guess, was so demonized or whatever, that we don't know who writes what. Like, we don't know. Like, do they have like a staff meeting where they're like, okay, so here's all the standards for how we're going to word things? Like, I don't know if they do that. So, like, is it just because there's like a breakdown between
there must be
the studio?
We don't speak the Queen's English. As simple as that. Like,
What? Okay,
That might be the case, right?
Sure. I don't speak the Queen's English. That's for sure. But here's the thing. Maybe there's some of these writers. We don't know. Maybe some of these writers aren't English. Maybe they're actually farming some of this stuff out to people in Canada, to people in the US, to people in Western Europe.
Who's to say that that's a great idea.
Right? And then imagine that you have the Queen's English or whatever. And this is just purely off topic and speculative. But obviously somebody in Germany that might not speak English as well as some of the rest of us might have a hard time with this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
And they may also not take it that seriously. I mean, they have sections in the book where they talk about they leave it up to tournament organizers and they leave it up to people to agree upon how things are played before the game. And they might, they might see it as possibly being misconstrued when it's read by different people and just don't care because they got the catch-all rule and they're, hey, you guys figure it out before you play, and then it'll all be okay.
No doubt. And obviously there's a lot of super competitive tryhards out there. We're just trying to bring it to everybody's attention, so you don't step up to the table to have a 3-hour game with somebody.
I'm just trying to arm you with the language. Like, I've been playing this game since the 90s. You know what I mean? Like, permission. Like I said, it's such a permission thing. Like when Tim said some things let you take an action at the end of the phase, that means they happen last. Like a voluntary action. I just want you to remember that. Like, there's a difference between telling someone to take a voluntary action and telling them they can't do something until the end. You take that to heart. It is a conservative approach. I may be wrong in this, but I'd rather be wrong than cheat somebody accidentally.
Oh yeah, for real. You don't want any feel badsies. I mean, this game is so awesome and it's such a cool hobby that you just don't want to be off-putting to people. And I mean, now you got the new Marine Codex. It's huge. It's bringing people out of the woodwork to get in on this. And there's a lot of confusion. You don't want to go down to your local store and have somebody, basically, give somebody a feel badsy because of the wording of a formation. You know what I mean?
And there's so many of them now. It's like, it's taken me this whole edition just to get out of the mindset of like a cat and an ally. That doesn't even matter anymore.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Oh man!
Played my first game today with Gladiator Strike Force. Spoiler.
So beautiful.
Abe and I had an amazing game, and
so beautiful.
I'll tell you, like, the thing about the Gladiator Strike Force is that you got a lot of things. You might not have a lot of things that really do really well, but I'll tell you, Gladiator Strike Force shines at 1,500 points. I had such a massive army. Like, we were playing 1,500. I had 2,020 points of actual stuff.
It's crazy.
Like, it was crazy. Like, I mean, it was going back and forth. It was this crazy. Ultimately, things happened. I'm not going to give away the conclusion, but let me just say, Gladiator Strike Force surprised me, and I hate those loyalist scum.
Do you hate them more or less than the crazy Xeno scum?
Nothing is worse than scrawny Xeno scum.
Oh, no doubt, man. No doubt. Oh my gosh. So we got a few more people in here. Obviously, guys, jump on in, hit us up with some questions. It doesn't have to be about Space Marines, although we would. Does that say 85?
No.
Please. Okay, gosh.
Woo.
All right,
it's backwards in the camera. It's 58.
Yes. Cameron says, I am sweating because Juice isn't here to keep it icy. I do not tell you how much I wish Juice was here to keep it icy. I'm about to get up and get a beer to help keep it icy. Oh my gosh, right now. So we got one Army list question here. Let me pull it up here. Joe.
Javar
Powell. Yeah. What's up, dog? So let's see. Not about the fluff. Mostly for Kenny, if he wanted to stay 100% Khorne, mostly Demon Kid with a little ally as possible, what could he bring and what could he how could he stay competitive with it?
With mostly Khorne Demon Kid?
Yeah, it looks like.
Definitely look in the Blood Oath and look up the Fist of Khorne formation. That literally
that answers.
That answers all your
really
fucking problems. Charging somebody on turn 1 with 20 berserkers is a problem solver.
Oh, and then
For
you do a
any
D,
guys.
and then you do a D hit. Oh no, I landed on you. I guess I do a D hit with my
do yourself a solid. Take a look at the Fist of Blood formation, Fist of Corn. It will change your life.
Oh, so good.
It's like the answer to all Codice.
All chaos problems.
Take a look at this formation.
Oh, Ash Hill has actually a really good question. Slightly off topic. ATC is coming up soon. My group and I was wondering if someone could tell us if spectators were allowed in and just wanted to come up and watch some of the games, have drinks, and meet some of the folks.
I've always seen tons of spectators show up.
It's actually it's a really cool place. It's in like a state park, right? You've been there, Tim, right?
Yeah. It's a different venue from last time I went though. When I played with Mike and Brian and all them before, it was a different location. I haven't been to the new one yet.
I mean, I've definitely seen people just come and support their buddies. So.
It's a park. Like you can literally bring your family. They just built Bass Pro Shops out front. So like, you know, there's tons of stuff to do. There's ponds with fish in it. Like it's literally on a state park.
I mean, we brought a 6th person with us and I brought my wife as well. She kind of hung out and it's fun. It's the best tournament I have played at, granted, which is not a lot of tournaments, but I love the format. I love the environment. Having
the format's hard to argue with.
It's so good. It just allows you to do so much stuff that you can't do in a normal tournament. And you have your friends with you, which already makes it a friendly environment, right? Everybody's together. You've got a group of people before and after the tournament.
You get to all work together, so even losses keep you in the game. Like when you're, as long as you're getting points.
Yeah, try to keep that saline level low, as it were.
No doubt. So Eric Weir's here. What's up, dog? How do you think they can make a Deathwing? I'm going to assume that DW is Deathwing, not Deathwatch.
A Deathwing army competitive?
Oh, well, yeah. I could.
All Terminators are going to be hard to play with. They're going to need. It's going to shit on some people.
Maybe some sort of first company.
But the main problem is, you talk about. I mean, If you talk about Deathwing, you mean obviously new Dark Age rules. Like, this is a speculation topic.
Yeah.
Main thing here is that Torn of Fire is a big deal in 7th edition. I was just talking about this earlier today. We were playing another, spoiler alert, I played some Iron Warriors, some classic Iron Warriors. Had a Vindicator and a Defiler. I was like, back in 3rd edition, this shit was OP. People got pissed.
Strength 10 AP2.
When you brought those. And the reason is because it was one of the only ways you can get like 5 or 6 hits that were AP2 on a unit at once. Get out of here, man. Fucking 5 hits. I mean, Califragi Destroyers, 18 grab shots for 165 points. Yo, that is not how it works anymore. So that's one of the things. That's one of the problems when you play Deathwing Army. They would have to take a massive point reduction.
Yep.
Yes.
They would have to also get some compelling resilience, like Shroud or something equivalent to that, or for 1 turn, reroll 1s and armor saves, like something ridiculous.
Yeah. And that's an issue that plagues all Terminators in 40K. That's not even just Dark Angels, you know? All Terminators across the board are kind of at the price value.
Well, that's why taking a whole army of them is tough. You take a 1 squad of just Thunderhammer Terminators and you can augment them with a Field of Pain or something like that. That will typically do the Lord's work.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. I mean, having the Apothecary in there. I mean, Belial's like special don't deviate deep strike rule is pretty cool if they keep that. Yeah. I'm definitely a fan of that. The ability to those guys seem to be the only ones that can take, besides like Space Wolves have some functionality there, but they can take like Apothecaries with Thunderhammers, you know, and Storm Shields. That's pretty cool. I definitely want to see that stuff stay for sure.
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough to play it competitively. Deathwing is usually reserved for people who are just kicking it, you know, playing their armies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what Kenny's saying, I'm with him 100%. Either you have to take a massive point reduction to be competitive. You have to have an incredibly compelling special rule like the Skyhammer one. If they could Deathwing Assault, literally land an assault in turn 1, obviously that would be very powerful. It's probably too powerful, right? You're not going to see that in the Codex most likely. But
God, what if Deathwing Assault for Belial's unit was they can assault afterwards?
Mm-hmm.
That's ridiculous. Nobody wants to get hit with Thunderhammers that quick. Yeah, welcome to 7th edition. Lamenting,
prepare to die.
Teeth.
The prepare to die edition.
Oh my gosh! So we got a really good question in here from Cameron. What's up, Cameron? There's a rule in the new Marine Code. Is there a rule in the new Marine Codex that prevents me from using chapter tactics with multiple chapters in a squad? I only asked because I thought I heard Rob talk about it in a past video.
Oh yes.
Turns out that is true.
It's even clearer. It says every time we say chapter, we mean chapter tactics. If you have a unit with more than one instance of chapter tactics, you don't get either.
If they are combined.
So, and to move further on that is, some people online are getting confused. Chapter tactics is a special rule that is specific to the Space Marine Codex. No other codex has it except the Space Marine Codex. That means your Space Wolves are fine. That means your Blood Angels are fine. That means your Dark Angels are fine for now.
We'll see. We know there's been some leaks today. There's going to be, Demon Company and stuff like that in the Dark Angels, specific Deathwing formations. That stuff just broke. Haven't taken it in. Like Kenny said, we've been filming all day in the hot sun. So it's been trying, but we will definitely post up everything as soon as we can get to it. Gavin says, I would assume the other librarians can cast if they left the end of phase wording to stop people saying they can't use force weapons either.
I would never disagree with you. It's very compelling either way.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree there. Would like some clarification on it, but maybe Games Workshop feels like they don't need to clarify it. I don't know. So we answered the Deathwing question here.
Amos, we haven't shouted him out in a minute.
What's up, Amos?
He says he agrees that Thunderhammer and Storm Shield Terminators are good, but they need to drop in points on all Terminators across the game. They did in New Space Marine Codex, 175 points to start.
Ooh, imagine if they did that in a Deathwing. Wouldn't that be good?
Oh, obviously.
Yes, I would. I would love to see that for sure. I could definitely see that being a thing. Oh man, you know what? What if they made that stupid speeder, the big speeder with the shroud that's never been good?
Oh, the Dark Shroud. The Dark Shroud's been good for a day.
Yep.
It's good as a gimmick. It does stuff sometimes.
Sometimes things happen around it.
Yeah.
Oh, Rusty's checking in. What's up, dog?
Rusty, player. I'm waiting for my first bottle of Wild Turkey from you.
No, seriously though, we're out of booze. He needs it.
Javar Powell says over a $200 model for the Forge Roll Pod with the Fist of Corn. Yeah, well, this is
it's a really sweet model. It's
hobby's not for poor people.
It's nice.
Yeah,
I put one together. That thing is huge. It's huge.
Yeah, it's bigger than the Land Raider.
Oh, it's way bigger than the Land Raider. Oh, the Charybdis is super sweet. All right, we will let this fill up. Obviously, if you're watching, definitely hit us up with some questions here. I wanted to talk about the tabletop wargaming update. If you guys haven't seen, first off, Mantic's doing a lot of cool stuff. They've been putting out some really cool stuff for Kings of War. Definitely check that out if you're in fantasy. Can't get in on all the details because they've just been posting stuff up all left and right. But there's been some cool stuff out there. Now, X-Wing just hit up. Now, I know if you're really into X-Wing, you're probably like, where's the Imperial Raider? They announced it 6 months ago. Yo, I don't know. Apparently, it's lost in hyperspace. Hopefully, they get their targeting computers going and actually come out of hyperspace. But it's whatever. I mean, that is going to be a fantastic release. Can't wait for it. But they did just spoil a new large ship. You guys remember that Bosk, the alien, what's he called? Transdozen or something? The big lizard guy. Empire Strikes Back? Episode 5.
I don't know. I literally don't know.
No, nothing. Doesn't ring a bell. Okay.
Darth Vader.
Darth Vader.
I don't remember. It sounds familiar.
Anyways,
everything sounds familiar after you play Star Wars: The Old Republic. They name like 1,000. They give names to 1,000 races in the movies that you never thought of before. So they all get twisted in my mind.
Yeah, no, it is very easy to make stuff up. Bosk is the big lizard guy. He's a Transdozen, whatever. I might be making that.
Transdizzle.
Chat will figure it out.
He's got a really cool ship coming out. It's called the Houndstooth. And what's cool about it, we haven't seen all the spoilers on it. Of course, we didn't see all the spoilers on the Imperial Raider until, they dropped the Emperor Palpatine thing on us. But it's got this really cool ability that when it blows up, it poops out a little Z95 headhunter that he can run around in, kind of like as an escape pod kind of thing.
Sweet. Free ships.
Free ships are cool. We'll talk more about it next week when we got a little bit more time, but it's neat.
I think we'll be dropping our first X-Wing video in 3 weeks after 3 weeks from Monday.
Now that's like an intro thing, right?
Yeah, we're going to be starting from the beginning. The very beginning. The starter rules.
I love how you confuse, like you say jinking and X-Wing now, and now when we're playing 40K, you're like, I want to invade, and I'm like,
it's the same thing. Where's my tokens?
Give me my tokens for 40K. Oh my gosh. See, Rusty knows. He remembers Bosk.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, he's a Vrosk. What is he? He's something else. Anyways,
it's not even a thing.
I might have messed that up. Sorry, I'm not the best at Star Wars lore because I only remember it from like 30 years ago. I mess it up from time to time. Oh, all right. So Ashhill has a slightly oh wait, we already covered that for being spectators.
Sorry,
so
we're usually used to Juice handling this for us.
I'm multitasking.
You're doing great.
So tomorrow, we got some more play tests in, or battle reports. Gonna be my buddy Gray's gonna be showing up. We're gonna be playing against Estampa. That is a preview for some battle reports to come. So look forward to Estampa, a Gladius Strike Force. Look forward to a Librarius Conclave.
Ooh, dramatic foreshadowing.
Yep. Look forward to some Grey Knight Space Marines. We got all sorts of things coming out. I'm even working on a first company army right now.
Oh yeah, that's definitely looking tight. John Ridden is checking in. He says, "Fat man in the house."
That's Fatty J.
What's up, dog?
Social medias.
Stoner Steve says, "Just watch Drago solo Estampa." Speaking of which,
Yeah.
I guess it's possible.
That only happens when Stoner Steve's playing.
No doubt. Table Noob is checking in. What's up?
Tabled noob.
Table Noob. Thanks for coming out. Good to see everybody. Cameron says, "It just got real American in here. As a Canadian, I love the Queen's English. Pinkies raised." Well, that's how I always drink my booze, with my pinky out. How about you?
I literally ripped my pinky off because of this stupid appendage.
You don't use your pinky even to paint?
Feels like you'd lose some dexterity there with your painting.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. No, without a doubt. So we talked a lot about kind of some of the rules conundrums and things out there too. But what is you guys' thoughts on the chapter tactics? Like, they changed a little from,
I'm struggling to wrap my head around them. It seems like they're just all over the place, and Ultramarines get to use them. Is that what's going on with chapter tactics?
Sort of.
Kind of. It's like I can't even focus on chapter tactics when I'm too busy thinking about all these formations I have to use.
Yeah, I haven't even read them yet because I'm just like, start turn one with stuff. 1 billion grav gun shots turn one.
Relentless. So good.
The special rules overshadow the chapter tactics so hard.
Just tell me that one. Just tell me there's a reroll mishits chapter tactic. Good, got it. That's what I'm using.
Yeah.
For whichever. No, the Ultramarines actually get the use of the combat doctrines that basically are unlocked.
So combat doctrines, they unlock them, but other formations also unlock them.
Yes. So, most notably, the Demon Company, you just get it.
Yeah.
You get to use one of each, right? I believe that's how it is worded.
One of each, and then I believe the Ultramarines get to double tap all of them if they take that.
I don't think they do. It just says the Ultramarines.
There's a way,
right.
yeah.
If you double it up, when one of these.
Yeah, anytime you double it up. So if you do an Ultramarines Demi Company.
Right. Then I suppose you would. And also, if you have Marnius, he unlocks one too.
Oh yeah, but you'd have to specifically design your army around it, because I found very little opportunity in the game I played today to even unleash them, because I'm playing a bunch of bare bones bolter guys and Razorbacks trying to get as much free stuff as possible. So you don't, and I don't see chapter tactics supposed to rule in any tanks. So wasn't able to really tap into chapter tactics, but I was able to use some. To doctrine. So you really need to tailor your army around it, I think.
Yeah, it's kind of a mass power armor space marine kind of thing, and it's not a super popular way.
Yeah, the Gladius Strike Force is absolutely the epitome of MSU.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. So Amos is asking, or basically making the statement, if they drop Chaos Termies by 5 points, do you think that matters?
Man, there's a lot of. I can literally talk for 1 billion seconds about what they can do to make Chaos better. Yes, obviously. Give me some rules like these Space Marines have. I'll be happy. Give me a bunch of Raptors that assault when they Jeep strike in.
We could start more fundamentally with "And They Shall Know No Fear."
Yeah, first off, give me that.
That's like the fundamental, first thing most people talk about when they talk about.
I'm tired of failing a clutch leadership 8 check, falling back, and then moving 3 inches and not being able to charge, snap fire, or shoot or anything.
Stupid chaos.
Stupid. Just play fearless.
Yep, no doubt. So Amos actually came in with something here. Hey, you Xenos haters, when are we going to see some Orcs and Eldar and Crowns or Tau on them battle reports?
Well, got a Tau one coming out. I play tested the new Super Friends with Librarius on Conclave against it.
It's true.
And we have a Orc one coming out tomorrow. That I'm filming tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, we should be filming that tomorrow.
So, yeah, there you go. There's 2 of them right there.
We're not haters. Well, Kenny is.
I hate them. Orcs are okay. I'm okay with Orcs.
You heard it here first.
We're more Space Marine good or bad, and demon, we have an affinity towards those more than we dislike the others.
Power armor is super sweet looking. Joy.
Yo, Rusty actually has a really good question here. Do you think we'll see a Dark Angels web exclusive formation? And at the last few we've seen that GW has put out, and how do you feel about it?
Hopefully they get their own Librarius Conclave because this is ridiculous.
Because didn't they steal it?
They was theirs to begin with.
Yeah, it was.
So ridiculous.
I guess if we're going just off recent history, we could expect something.
Yeah, there's been one at every release at least, right?
Yeah,
I think so.
I'm just I'm really looking forward to the Dark Angel Codex and hope they get finally some exciting rules. It's been quite. I'm not talking third edition.
They haven't been viable since third edition, and they were only. I remember in third edition. Remember they got like extra plasma cannons and stuff. They could take plasma cannons in their squads, and that was like you were talking about earlier. Having that AP2 in squads in third edition was huge.
It was OP. People were like, I don't know what to do.
Oh my gosh, you got AP2? I guess I'm dead.
Yep. It was the most amount of hits you can do with AP2 at once.
Gavin says, as a veteran X-Wing player, we are used to Fantasy Flight not knowing when their stuff's floating across the ocean. It's a really big ocean. Let's be honest. At least there isn't a port strike anymore. Oh my gosh.
No, that was a problem.
That was a big thing. But that's okay. We got here.
Robbie B is highly distracted.
I got too much going on. It's too many cats in front of me. I can't concentrate.
He's not only working on the Q&A, he's also like literally looking at his cat memes and deciding how to respond to people with cat memes.
We can still answer the second half of that last question. What do you guys think of the formations being released separate from the Codex?
I think it's good business.
It's definitely good business.
It's good business.
Very businessy.
I think I am a proponent of rules out of the box because it gives them something they're comfortable with for updating different armies without having to do a full Codex release. It's the first thing that comes to my mind when I see new formations and stuff. Because clearly they're not doing it in facts for whatever reason. They don't touch the fact all that often.
Well, yeah, don't you think that's interesting that, we knew when the Harlequin book came out that the holofields had changed. However, there was a good couple of months, maybe like 2 months, where the Eldar book, they didn't even fact it. They're just like, whatever, Eldar ones work this way.
Yeah.
Yes. Gavin Leaf has a good one. Imperial Fist and Iron Hand supplements stayed legal. And I've seen a lot of Iron Hands lists popping up. Would you consider them the winners of the new chapter tactics?
Ooh.
Yo, Iron Hands are the truth.
we got the Iron Father with us tonight. Tell them what you think about.
We have the Beats Laboratory is getting updated. Be patient. To the veterans of Long War, people around the longwar.net. It's getting updated. There's literally like 7, 8, 9, 10 new lists going up, and there are at least one amazing new Iron Hands list that I feel comfortable taking to any tournament and smashing all who oppose.
Same one we were talking about this last weekend, right?
Oh my goodness, yes.
Yeah. I don't know if you can see this over there. There's a whiteboard.
What?
I've been caching all of my Iron Hands units, so I can start just plugging them in with the best ways they can go. I love it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Iron Hands for the win, man. They're so good. I mean, all this, obviously, getting the universal +1 to the Field of Pain and still having Clan Racken being viable. The Gorgon chain just got I've always loved it, but now it's insane. Librarius Conclave stacks really well. Yo, just check out the new Beast Laboratory download. Borderline game breaking. New Beast Laboratory action coming up. It's going to be in the download section here really soon, and hopefully we can get about it reported with it soon.
Oh yeah, we will definitely try there. Looks like Ash is talking about the folks arguing whether you can add ICs to Skyhammer formation and charge from Deep Strike. We definitely covered that.
Covered that in the beginning of this, and we will also cover it in the podcast.
We'll cover it in the podcast, and we should get that out tomorrow, I imagine.
Podcast will be ready to download tomorrow.
And obviously, I know we talk about it every webcast, but this is our warm up. We take the best questions, stuff we can't get to from tonight. We try to work it into the podcast, which we record right after here, usually after we take a drink. Maybe we'll take a shower, in between.
Yo, straight up. I need a shower.
I need a shower.
I don't even want to describe to you what's happening over here.
So hot. Tim, we're coming to your house. We're taking showers.
Yeah,
we're leaving.
I don't know if we'll let Kenny in. I'm not sure the dog will recognize him.
No.
Uh-oh.
They don't recognize me.
We don't want any imperial entanglements. Gavin Leaf, you've been bugging people throwing up list after list on Swaggy with Facebook. That's okay. We don't mind. That's what it's there for.
We are fueled by your comments.
Yes. Put it on Long War too. Lots of people over there.
Yo, I want a big shout out to the veterans, man. Like we've been getting a lot of new members. That is huge. Bringing hobby back. I've said this before. I haven't said it for a while. We don't do it for money. But God, it takes money to do this.
Yo,
thank you guys.
The Long War hobby is about to be homeless here for a couple of months too.
Yo, literally in between the Beast Laboratory closing out at the end of the month, we're gonna be in transit.
Such good times.
It's gonna be tough, but it's gonna be. We're up. What I'm always saying is we're always up for the challenge.
Yeah.
Look,
it's literally 85 degrees in here, and we're
literally. I still have a 1,000-watt lighting rig aimed at us for quality assurance.
Is that why we're so hot?
It's that is one of the reasons we're hot, because we won't compromise.
Oh my gosh. Love it. That's what we do. I would rather be nowhere else right now. Imperial Fist chapter tactics. You were actually asking about those earlier with special shots. Have you read any of that stuff, Tim?
I have. I'd have to review the Imperial Fist one before I'd make any comment on it, because I kind of breezed over to go straight to the Iron Hands, and I was just like, I'll begin there.
All right, let's take a look here. So Imperial Fist, bolter drill. Models can reroll all to hit rolls made with bolt pistols, bolt guns, storm bolters, heavy bolters, combi weapons that are fired as bolt guns. And here's the kicker: this rule also applies to firing Hellfire, Kraken, Vengeance, and Dragonfire rounds. Obviously, the Stern Guard has.
So it's only for bolters on all of those
only
things.
For the bolters. And then Imperial Fist can reroll armor penetration rolls against buildings that do not result in a glancing or penetrating hit, adding 1 to the building damage table. And then Devastator squads and Centurion Devastator squads have the Tank Hunter special roll. Seems pretty powerful. Obviously, scouts are still a thing. Scout shame.
Ooh, so opportunity to channel my inner juice doesn't suck.
That is what they call good.
Should we just do juice coats all night?
I wish.
Oh man, so good. So we talked about making. Oh well, now Eric is asking, what do you think they could do to make the Dark Angels competitive? What isn't competitive about the Dark Angels?
First off, I mean, I would have bundled them into the Space Marine Codex right at the gate.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. Yep.
Wow, you're a hater.
It literally is a money grab, unless they get rules that are so insane that it's just more money. Like, which is fine. GW needs to get paid, or we don't get to play this amazing hobby. Sure. But chapter tactics, plasma guns, ignore cover. Like all plasma weapons, ignore cover. Like literally, you just make that their chapter tactic. You don't even change a fucking point right now. That's a game changer. Like,
yeah. Bring it back to Kings of Plasma.
Stern Guard squads dropping down with ignore cover plasmas. You got plasma cannons ignore cover. Like, you just give me that one spicy rule. They were known for plasma. Nobody can even use plasma in their army right now because it sucks. Like, give me that. Chapter tactic, plasma weapon, plasma type, ignores cover for dark.
So it could be like salamanders.
Yep.
Except for, not twin length, just ignores cover.
Yep. And then let the combos fly, That would be a game changer, because everyone's all hung up on Grav. Give me some ignore cover plasma. Let's do this thing.
And honestly, in the age of like D and D templates, I mean, is a bunch of ignore cover plasma really that bad? To be honest,
plasma is a secret right now. It's really good. There are a lot of ways to take a lot of them, and one of the things that is kind of missing is ignore cover. Because think about this, it has risk. You can lose your 30-point guy shooting the plasma gun.
The vehicles are even worse.
What I'm saying? Yeah. Put that risk. Give me some reward in the Dark Angels Codex. You know what I mean? Please give me some ignore cover.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I think that would be head and shoulders a great idea to make the First Legion stand out from its contemporaries, because they were the ones that had all the hot
nobody
tech.
had plasma back in the day, man. It was only them.
It was.
You go to a tournament in 3rd edition and someone be like, "Let me just hit you with just plasma cannon." It's like, what?
Be like, you're playing Dark Angels.
Yeah.
How good would that make that plasma pie plate land speeder that nobody even thinks about touching?
The stupid Vengeance or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Immediately on the bestsellers list.
Don't even know the name of it at this point.
The armor 10 2-hole point plasma cannon thing.
Yeah, the one that hole points itself out on gets hot.
The one that like two drop pods can blow it up with its storm bolters.
See, that could be part of the chapter tactics too. Does not gets hot.
Oh God,
that'd be another good one.
Ignores gets hot on a 2-up.
Please. Don't give me Ignore Zero Hot. Just give me Twin Linked if you're gonna do me like that.
Yeah.
I want both. I'm a 40K fat kid.
Give me. I'm not greedy. I just want them to be good.
No, I agree. I want them to be good too. Cameron, well, he knows we like kitties.
It says Kenny Rock and showering cats. Obviously.
That would be a little messy, but I'm down. I'll try it. Amos says there's literally no Warhammer army he dislikes. So that's good because let me tell you what, it is all about the hobby out there. There are so many directions to go right now. You know, we were just counting up. There has been 13 codexes in the past 12 months.
Wow.
Think about that for a minute.
So that's a little bit more than one a month.
Yeah, it's nuts. Now, obviously, we're about to hit the Age of Sigmar after Dark Angels. We don't know if things are going to be slowing down or speeding up. We don't know what's going on, but it would definitely be good to get some hobby time in, you know, to pick a direction and kind of go instead of, oh my gosh, shiny. Oh my gosh, shiny. Oh my gosh, shiny.
It's a quote, one of my favorite songs of all time. It's getting kind of hectic. It's getting kind of hectic.
Yo, I've been listening to a lot of that 90s dance.
Yo, seriously, that is the best song that ever came out of the 90s. Watch it.
That's a terrible
Watch it to any.
No.
Watch it to any Dragon Ball Z video.
I would argue that the best 90s dance song was Reel to Reels, I Like to Move It, Move It.
No way.
What?
I will attack, and you won't like that. I've got the power. Get out of here, man.
That is a good
Just
one.
watch Vegeta fight Goku with the sound off and that music playing. Yo, literally Dark Side of the Moon to Wizard of Oz level. Like, that's how good it is.
Did you just make a Pink Floyd reference?
Obviously.
Wow. Wow. I didn't know you knew about that. Good for you. Good
The
for
things you don't know about me could fill sticky pad.
Like the little square one? Like
One sticky pad.
at
Just
least
one.
At least one.
1 2x2 sticky pad.
Amos wants to know where the Sisters of Battle at. That's a good idea. Where are they at?
Man, they are a game breaker still. Like, they break a lot of the rules that GW is trying to fix. Dominion squads or whatever the little basic squad that still has scout. There's not a lot of units that have scout that don't have infiltrate, because remember, a scout squad must deploy infiltrates. You can't like link up a bunch of HQs to it to scout, but Sisters have a squad that lets you do that. You can literally join 4 battle leaders and 4 Iron Priests in the company of the Great Wolf to this little squad, and they can all scout forward. Beginning of the game, I mean, like, there's all sorts of things. That's like 60-point squad.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
The only thing I remember hearing before is that the molds for the models don't actually work when they transferred from pewter over to plastic. So the reason they haven't done it, supposedly, one of the things is,
and they would have to do a Finecast.
Yeah.
That's why all the Finecast stuff looks like shit. It's because they're metal molds that they just transferred over to resin. So,
yeah, they had some problems with that in the beginning. They started getting better.
They are a lot better now.
You know, obviously it's not the preferred material, I think, for anyone.
Yeah.
I don't prefer to use it. I'm not saying it's bad. It's not my preference. You know what I mean?
I'll avoid resin all day long if I can.
So Ash actually has a really good, interesting statement. I'll let Kenny read it because I know this is something that's near and dear to his heart.
Challenges from viewers. Would mix it up a bit for you battle reps. Challenges from viewers. Oh, I see what you're saying. You want to roll up to my house, Ash?
He sure does.
I lost your question.
It sounds like he's in Atlanta too, so he's not that far away.
But so you guys should call Meet Arms. I bet you could get bombarded. Yeah, word. Yes, we are doing it. We literally play. This whole week has been people showing up. Our buddy McCoy, Abe, Gray, all sorts of people coming up and doing challenges. I don't like the word challenge, and I also don't like using the word versus. I like to say it's, an and. You're like Kenny and Robbie, because like the thing is like when you play Warhammer 40K, and one of our viewers actually say this, like, you need to stop playing against somebody and start playing with them. So, but I would gladly invite you, Ash, to play a game with me.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Not in Atlanta, though, because it's too damn hot there.
You literally just fought me on how hot it is over there.
Yeah, F that place. That's too far.
That's too hot. It's getting hot in here.
Yo, I heard they have 8 lanes of traffic in Atlanta.
Yep.
I don't want any part of that. No doubt. No, the backstory to that is I actually stopped in to get a soda in Appomattox, Virginia. And the lady obviously identified that I was not from around there. And I told her I was from Richmond, and she's like, "Oh, Richmond, that's the capital." And I was like, "Yeah, but sure is." And she's like, "I heard they have 5 lanes of traffic there." I was like, "Man, you don't even want to go to DC."
Yeah, for realsies.
And I was like, "And tell you what, you don't even want to go to Atlanta. They got like 8 lanes of traffic there. I don't want no part of that." And she's like, "Nope, sure don't."
Tabled noob. Good story, by the way. Didn't mean to cut you off. If the Beat Lab may be moving in a few weeks, will you guys be playing at local shops? Being from Raleigh, love to crash the party. You know, here's the problem with that. This is a full, I mean, Maelstrom Studios is our LLC. It's our IP. We are just too busy for it, man. Bringing hobby back, it's thirsty work, and it's hard work, man.
Sure is. Sometimes it gets a little hot.
We don't really get to play anymore for just the simple joy of meeting new people at the local scene. We'll be taking the show to the road. We'll be going to Adepticon every year. We're going to go to ATC this year. But we literally have no plans outside of Adepticon in 2016 to really take this place anywhere, because we're going to have to buckle it down. We're going to make these videos, get these contents.
We got to get a new studio.
It's going to be a lot of redoubling our efforts, and kind of like what Ash said, reaching out to people. One of the little things we're going to be doing in season 2. This will be like, this is a mini spoiler, but it's really just information. Season 2 is going to be a league/tournament,
right?
Where we do accept challenges and we organize them into a bracketed league, and we're going to do that
like the Final Four.
Yeah, exactly like that. So we might even do division brackets later in the future. But season 2 will be exactly what you guys are talking about. We'll be bringing a lot of new people in here. It won't be just me and Juice every episode. It'll be sometimes not even one of us.
Do I get to play?
Oh, Robbie B might even be able to play once or twice, even though he's an amazing cameraman. And without him, it'll look like a child filmed it if it was me or Juice.
Would you say a kitty cat filmed it?
A cat would film it about as good as us, yes.
I guess I don't get to play then. It's a cross I'll bear. Yo, that sounds really exciting. Tim, you down? You want to play in some of this?
I do. I actually like the idea. It certainly seems like it'd be a little difficult to move all the camera equipment, lighting equipment, ladders, all that stuff through a local shop in the middle of a Magic tournament. You're like, oh, this is a nightmare. I can't even begin.
Like, there is a lot of equipment. Now, granted, we have pieced together a lot of this.
Tim actually was one of the I forgot, we did our
the Apocalypse game. Yeah.
That happened. It just happened. I forgot about it because all the Space Marine crap happened.
Oh.
The Apocalypse game was amazing. We did 5 rounds in 12 hours, 5 turns, 2v2. The final tally was 27,000 points versus 27,000 points. Chaos versus the Imperium. All painted.
Amazing.
And so it was, like we said, it was 3 tables pushed together. It was amazing. The scenario was amazing. You'll see the video coming out soon. We filmed it exactly in the format we did. We accelerated it. We kept it going. We had about 4 or 5 people moving models. We had, it was 1v1, but we had little proxies, little micro battles going off. We filmed it like we didn't go any more harder in the paint because we couldn't disrupt these guys' amazing game, but we got this game done in 12 hours. It took the whole 12 hours. So, and Tim was one of the people who made it happen. He got to be here for it. It was a hot day. A lot of lights going off, with like 6, 7 people in here. And thank you to Tim, who knows how this works now, and he'll be part of our league here soon.
Yeah, it'd be good. It'd be good to see you on the tabletop again. You know, you got really good tactical acumen. Obviously, you know, we talked a lot about the new Marine Codex. You know, Dog, you're definitely an asset. We'd love to see you out here.
The theory crafting is strong in me. The tabletop side, it could use some work.
Well, you know, you got to play for the love at some point, and that's what we advocate. You know, pick something that you like and just do it, and don't let anybody hold you back. It's your game, it's your hobby. Make it your hobby. Ash says we got to get our AC fixed. That's fair.
Ash, yes. Can you bring your AC?
Put it in a truck. And drive
it steadily rose. I want you guys to see that.
Is that 84?
That's 84. It's also 9:55 p.m.
Why do we have pants on?
No, I don't have pants on.
I do.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm the stupid.
You're the stupid with your pants on.
I am the stupid. How dare I have pants on?
This is the only context in which this conversation is not awkward.
It's only awkward if you make it, Tim. Come on, man.
Yeah.
A couple of people checking in about how the traffic sucks in Atlanta and the DMV. I don't know where that is. Bethesda, I guess that's
Bethesda's my heat. Fallout 4.
I think he means because of Maryland.
He means studios. He knows. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
That's E3 just finished, man. So
Oh my
now
God.
all the hotness is everywhere.
Did you see the Star Wars game?
Yeah.
The Battlefront?
How are you going to talk
Yeah.
about Star Wars when Fallout 4 is doing, especially as a Pip-Boy, with your smartphone that slides in there that has an app for a second screen experience for item management and inventory management?
Yeah, it's insane. It's
Yo,
crazy.
I had that back in the 80s. It was called the Power Glove,
Yes.
right?
And it was great. I was watching the E3, and the guy who was the host, he was like, "Let me tell you straight up, second screen experiences are gimmicks." And he was the guy who was pitching Fallout 4. And then he goes, "As far as second screen experiences go, this one's fucking awesome." He's dropping F-bomb everything.
Yeah.
I showed it to my girlfriend who loves Fallout 3.
Yes, she does.
She was like, "I will play the shit. I will answer the phone on my Pip-Boy. I will listen to music on my Pip-Boy, everything." So obviously I got to buy an Xbox One just so I can get this Pip-Boy.
Yo, I gotta buy an
Yeah,
Xbox One too for Battlefront.
Heard that.
For me, it all got overshadowed by the Final Fantasy VII remake. Finally, that we've been clamoring for 20 years. Oh my goodness!
Yo, I just realized the other day, Jurassic Park came out 23 years ago.
I just watched Jurassic Park last night. I fell asleep watching it with my lady because we're going to watch Jurassic World here soon.
Oh,
We watched Jurassic Park 1. I fell asleep at 3 a.m, watching it on the couch. Woke up, my alarm went off, and I was like, "I get to the beach laboratory, film these videos before it gets at 84 degrees."
All right, I'm gonna drop something else on you, which is gonna sound totally crazy. Remember the first Batman?
Yeah.
Michael Keaton Batman? 25 years ago, June 23rd, 1988.
Those were my favorite toys. The one where you could squeeze his legs and his arms went out and he did his little cape deal.
Oh, God, those are so good.
Clutch.
They don't make that good stuff anymore.
Nope.
Oh my gosh. All right, just going through here. I'm being juiced today.
We're getting
juiced,
close,
Rob.
awkward silences left and right.
Cat jugglers.
I mean, we still have to tap on the Dark Angel stuff that dropped today. You guys wanted to talk about?
Yeah.
Go for it.
So I looked a little bit at it. The highlight for me was the potential, if they're true, the potential for their own psychic discipline and terramancy.
Terramancy.
Yeah, in terramancy. So if that is true, it'd be nice. I would like to see. If you guys read the Horus Heresy novels, I know you guys have, but
at least
for anybody who hasn't, the Dark Angel novels, Zahario uses a particular psychic power called Terror Sight, where basically he just, I don't know, looks into your soul or whatever, reaches in and grabs it, right? Like the same, that's like how he kills.
Isn't that how he killed the Caliban lion?
Exactly. It's how he killed the Calibanite lion. And so I'm personally looking for possibly that to have some sort of rules or implementation that would be very Dark Angel.
They used to think that Jaws of the Werewolf was balanced. Give me that. Give me that. I look at you.
A snatching.
Let me take an initiative step or be removed from play.
Yeah, something. I don't know. Every rule set I could think of when I was going over today in my mind just made it sound like a force weapon. But I figure if it was like a force weapon that would work on something with Eternal Warrior, for example, it would be pretty sweet.
Oh my God! I'm gonna get one of my. Can I get one of my Librarian Covenant?
That would definitely be a huge mechanic. Oh my gosh, I couldn't even imagine. No, that sounds pretty sweet. So who was it? Oh no, wait. So the only two people to kill a Cadillac lion were the lion himself
and Zahario.
Wow.
Yep,
that's exclusive company right there.
That's about it. 5:59. I'm anxious to turn these lights off.
Oh, without a doubt.
I weigh 280 pounds.
I do not weigh 200.
It is a swamp.
275 after this.
Here. Oh yeah, I'm probably down to 268.
Oh my gosh.
It's a swamp in here right now.
All right.
We have to write some of these questions down. We got to still jump into the podcast. We got all this bringing hobby back to do. Like I said, it's thirsty work. I got to go to the bar real quick because we are literally out of booze.
We are. It's true. There's a martini bar next door. We will hit that up. It'll be delicious. All right, so I guess we're going to wrap it up. First of all, thanks so much, Tim, for jumping on here to cover for Juice tonight. He's got a lot going on with him right now, so hopefully we'll see him next week. Definitely miss that big guy. Make sure you head on over to longwar.net. That's the home of the battle reports. For exclusive content and early access videos, become a veteran of the Long War today. Good night, everybody. I have to hit the stop button this time.